This is your Community Connection Corner here on your Catholic station, Real Life Radio 1380, 94.9 FM. I'm Jennifer Longworth, joined today by Angelo Baez of Birthright. Welcome back.
Why, thank you, Jennifer. Always good to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Birthright? We focused on it, but just for people who might have missed the beginning of the show, and you have a few other things, can you tell us about Birthright?
Absolutely. Birthright of Lexington was established here in Lexington in 1972 under the guiding principle that Birthright strives to make sure that every woman gives birth to her child and that it is the right of every child to be born. Birthright is an interdenominational emergency pregnancy service offering a positive alternative to abortion. Obviously, therefore, we are a pro-life organization. Birthright exists to service any girl or woman regardless of her age, her creed, her marital or economic status, who finds themselves in either an unplanned or an unwanted pregnancy.
And you do that by relationships and mentoring and just growing together and walking along with her.
That is correct, right. We are non-judgmental. Our interest is only in helping the woman and her baby. Therefore, as I said, we are non-judgmental. We try to establish a very caring, loving relationship with the woman to help her in any way that we can. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we do that by listening, by empathizing, by helping.
So how can people get involved? They say, oh my goodness, this is my passion. I'm so interested, but I don't know what to do. I don't know the next step to take. You guys are volunteer-based as well. So how can we get involved? How can we help?
We are all volunteer-based, absolutely. We have a number of volunteer opportunities. For example, and right now, our greatest need is for client volunteers. Now, client volunteers work directly with individuals who come to Lexington for our assistance. We have one-on-one training, which is provided, and we only ask for a commitment of about 3 hours a week. This obviously is the most important volunteer of all. We would want to have help in our baby bottle fundraiser.
Tell us what exactly happens in a baby bottle fundraiser. What is that?
Well, those volunteers will help to distribute baby bottles. They would help to collect pocket change, to fill, those who would receive the baby bottles would just kind of put their pocket change in the baby bottles. And once it's filled, our volunteers would go around and collect them and deposit them, and that would be a fundraiser.
So where do we find these baby bottles? Where do you distribute them? How does someone end up with a baby bottle?
Mostly in churches.
Okay.
Throughout the, obviously throughout the Lexington area, so the churches. And we do this usually once a year. All right, so we would need help, people to take the baby bottles to the different churches that have agreed to and committed themselves to helping us with this. And there are many throughout Lexington. Thank goodness for that. The churches here have been very, very helpful, very, very supportive. But obviously, we would need people to take these baby bottles to the churches.
Right.
Once they're filled up, the people would bring the bottles back to the churches. We need people to go to the churches, pick up the filled, the baby bottles that are full. Try to say that fast 3 times. And then bring them back to our office.
Okay, so that is your baby bottle program. And you just encourage people to stick pocket change in it and return it. And that's a decent fundraiser for you guys.
Absolutely. Now, we also would encourage people to donate baby and maternity clothing and blankets and layered items. They could either do that through their churches, designating them for Birthright of Lexington, or they could actually just come into our office if they would like. And as I mentioned, We are located at 2134 Nicholasville Road here in Lexington, and we're at Suite 6. If you'd like to call us first to make sure that someone is there to receive your items, we are at 859-277-2635. We also would be having something that's called Baby Bounty Sunday. And when we do that, again, that's a church-sponsored event, and we would be collecting new or gently used maternity, baby clothing, lay-it items, and we do that each spring. So that's something that just be on the lookout at your local church, for when they sponsor that for us. And that's something that they can do and obviously get involved with. I encourage people to call and ask of other ways that they would like to get involved, and we'd be more than happy to receive them and to speak with them, obviously.
Because some people say, I'd love to help, I love this, but I really don't like to talk to people, or I'm not really very caring, and you don't want me as the one to, to try to mentor someone. Yeah, I believe in it, I'll tell them the right things, but I might not, be the most caring individual or something. But you have the, plenty of opportunities for anyone who'd want to get involved.
In any role they wish, in any way that they would want. Someone can always do something. Mm-hmm. And there are many different roles that many different people play. And so I'm sure that we can fit you in someplace.
Somehow.
Somewhere, somehow, absolutely.
Now, you guys have a website. How can we find you online or get more information?
Well, we can. We are located at Birthright, one word, .org. You can find out about the organization that way. You could also email us at lexington@birthright.org. So that's also an email address. You can just simply send us emails, and if you would like some further information, you want to get to know us a little bit better, any questions that you have, any situations that you would like to pose for us, we would be more than happy to respond.
Now we have a few minutes left, and I know one of your all's biggest events is the Bidden By. That happens in the November time frame, and I know we hear about it in our church. We see the bulletin announcement, but I've never been able to go. What exactly happens at the Bidden By?
Bidden By is a dinner auction event. It's our main fundraiser, and it does occur usually the first week in November. I'm not exactly sure what date it is for this year, but it is our biggest annual fundraiser. It's held at the Lexington Center Bluegrass Ballroom.
Oh, that's a nice facility.
And we take up 2 rooms. Usually we will get anywhere between 300 to 400 attendees. And we're still in the planning stage, so we're not sure exactly who all the big names are going to be. But we normally have a live and silent auction items. We have gift baskets. We have paintings prior to the event. We have decorating. This past year, we had a photo booth, which was huge. Typically, we have someone that comes around and he volunteers his time, to take pictures of everybody. And of course, then they have to wait,
Right.
But last year, we decided that everyone should get their pictures right away. So we went out, and someone was nice enough to sponsor a photo booth for 3 hours. So they went into the photo booth, they got their picture taken, and it was a great momentum of their participation in Birthright's Bidden By. We have live auctions also.
That's fun.
And it's a great time for people to get together, to do networking. We have people that love to go to the Bidden By events simply because they know that that's one day throughout the year that they're going to get together with their friends and have a really good sit-down meal, which is catered by the Hyatt. So that's a wonderful thing. And it's great food.
That's good. We like good food. Good food, good friends, good time, it sounds like.
No question about it. And also good music. Last year we had a singer, and we had a band, and we had good music. So it really is a great time. It really is. Good time to see good friends, good people, good place to go to get dressed up on a Saturday night and have fun.
Because some of us don't have an opportunity to do that very often.
No, that's true. Ever since I retired, I think that's probably one of the very few times throughout the year that I get to wear a suit and tie.
Are you guys on Facebook or any social media or anything?
We are not on Facebook.
Okay.
No, the best place to get us would be at birthright.org. We do have a website address.
Okay. So birthright.org, or you can email lexington@birthright.org. And what's your phone number again?
Our local phone number is 859-277-2635. And our hotline number, which again operates 24/7, is 800-550-4900.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being with me and sharing with our listeners a little bit more about Birthright and how they can get involved.
Jennifer, I thank you so much, and I really like to thank Real Life Radio for this opportunity. You guys are doing an excellent job. We love you so much.
Our pleasure. This has been your Community Connection Corner here on your Catholic station, Real Life Radio 1380 and 94.9 FM WMJR, Nicholasville, Lexington.